It's a nightmare that nobody wants to live through. Our parents always told us, if they're not home, don't answer the door. And it's a lesson one teenager, homesick from school, listened to, but it wasn't enough.
She didn't recognize the man at the door, so she turned around and went back to bed. But minutes later, she heard someone breaking in, and that's when some of the scariest moments of her life began.
I was shaking pretty violently.
Her first instinct, run.
By then, they were already in the house and I already heard voices.
15-year-old Trinity Kump was afraid to think of what could happen if they found her.
She got up and she turned the TV off and she put her phone on Do Not Disturb, and she was covering her mouth and she was hiding in a corner.
She was afraid if she called police, these two men, now under arrest, would hear her. Instead, she texted her mom.
I need help. Someone's in the house.
Funny thing is I actually almost always ignore my phone, and my phone was actually turned upside down just because I don't like distractions when I'm in a meeting, but for some reason I just picked it up and flipped it over.
She called me after and I kept hanging up and sending her to voicemail because I really didn't want to get caught.
I was panicked.
Mom, Brondi, called police as she drove like a mad woman to get the few miles to reach her daughter.
I could hear him going from room to room, opening drawers, opening closets.
Within minutes, Mom was outside, still talking to a 911 dispatcher.
She just said, do not approach the house, park as far away as you can, but I want you to get close enough to the house to see what's going on.
Inside, Trinity was getting worried.
One of the guys were opening my door and was ready to walk in until they heard sirens, and then they ran downstairs and hid in the garage.
At that exact moment, Trinity's mom heard the garage door and tried to get a peek at the license plate, but the door slammed back down.
She texted me as soon as she heard the garage open, and she said, Mom, I think they left. I just heard the garage open. And I said, no, baby, they're still in the house.
I'm just glad the cops showed up when they did.
The terror was not over yet. Trinity had stopped texting and police were still outside.
All I was thinking is they were going to take her.
10 minutes later, Mom and daughter were reunited.
I was a wreck when I came out.
Trust your gut, trust your instincts. I know a lot of people are harping on her for not calling 911 first, but you know what? That police officer that was talking to her said you did exactly what you needed to do.
The story doesn't end there. Police say one of the guys arrested for the crime sped off in a getaway car as police pursued him. He caused a multi-car crash and rollover when he ran a red light, injuring two others.
Good grief, what a brave young lady.
I can't imagine being her mom at that point.
Man, wouldn't it be nice to get criminals like that off the streets? Well, that's one reason why we do Most Wanted Monday, to help police capture fugitives, and you know that citizen involvement is essential.
You are the eyes on the street when police agencies can't be everywhere at the same time. Lieutenant Tim Robinson with the Wicomico County Sheriff's Office is back with another list of wanted people. Welcome.
Good to have you here.
It's great to be here.
What do you think of that story?
Well, first, I'm proud of that young lady for maintaining her composure, but this brings home a point that a lot of people may not be aware of, that the overwhelming majority of burglaries occur at homes when people think they're unoccupied during the middle of the day. And that's what they did. They were knocking on the door, didn't get an answer, and then they were going inside.
Going in.
The middle of the day.
She did a good thing.
She did.
That was awesome. Okay, so you have some captures to share with us.
Yes, we got 3 people off the books that are no longer wanted. Again, the crime solver system is up and operating, and it's working great.
And it's working. Let's take a look at Nikita Michelle Tindley.
Yes, we got a tip on Nikita Tindley, and the deputies went out and found her right where the caller said she was supposed to be.
There you go.
All right, next we have Samuel Jesus Gomez Torres.
Yes, Samuel, he was profiled too, and he actually was brought into our office. Some people assisted him with coming in our office, and he is now off the books too.
All right, another one gets marked off, Daryl Anthony Turner.
Yes, we got a crime solver's tip on him. We got a couple of tips on him. Showed us where exactly he could be found in Princess Anne, and we sent somebody down there, and there he was.
And we're going to explain a little bit here how that could mean some cash in somebody's pocket.
Yes, somebody's going to be getting some cash for that.
All right, so who did you bring with you today?
I brought 6 more people that I'm hoping your viewers will know something about who they are, who they hang out with, even if they know where they work or anything that can help us catch these folks.
Because it makes it
great.
happen.
Sometimes you never know that one tip's going to get them brought in.
All right, let's take a look at Kashawn Lamar Costin.
Yes, Mr. Costin, we still believe him to be right here in the Salisbury, Maryland area. We want him in connection with a second-degree assault case. So if you know where Keyshawn is, please contact Crime Solvers right away.
All right, moving on to Joseph Dukes.
Mr. Dukes, we believe him to be right here in Wycomico County. For your viewers out in the Parsonsburg area, we have a case that he's been charged with child abuse and assault. So if you know where Mr. Dukes is, please contact Crime Solvers right away.
All right, Ralph Alexander Findlay.
Mr. Findlay, we believe he may have ties to this area. He may be up in the Wilmington. For any of your viewers on the northern edge of your viewing area, we have a warrant that charges him with DUI, failure to appear, that kind of stuff, giving a fake name on a traffic stop. So if you know where Mr. Findlay is, please contact us right away.
Moving on to Lori Joy Hayes.
Ms. Hayes, we believe her to be still right here in the Salisbury area. We have a warrant that charges her with a case resulting from disturbing the peace and disorderly conduct. So if you know where Ms. Hayes is, please contact Crime Solvers right away.
And we've done her before, haven't we?
Yes. Just most of these people today, they're all repeat profiles.
Gerald Allen Perry.
Mr. Perry, we believe him to be right here in Salisbury still. We have a warrant that is involving him in a CDS or a drug possession case.
Right.
So if you know where Mr. Perry is, please contact Crime Solvers right away.
Antoinette Latasha Thomas.
Miss Thomas, we have an arrest warrant for her that charges her with credit card misuse, theft, fraud. It's all stemming from using credit cards of other people. If you know where Miss Thomas is, please contact Crime Solvers. Again, we believe her to be right here in the Salisbury area.
Facebook and social media has really been working well for you.
Yes, it's we believe many people are getting their information from Facebook. We see from our law enforcement partners that they are being shared.
Right.
And it's even we've even seen it where people have tagged the wanted people themselves in some of these posts. So it's a really interesting thing how much people are seeing off of Facebook.
And there's a way to get cash involved in this.
Yes.
We talked about that earlier.
Yes, like the Crime Solvers tips that led to two of those apprehensions. Two of those apprehensions we mentioned at the beginning of the segment directly related to Crime Solvers tips. Those folks that called in are going to get a cash reward.
But you got to
cash
call the
reward,
number.
but you have to call that number to get in the pipeline for that cash reward. It's 410-548-1776. If you provide information that helps us arrest these individuals, you're going to get some cash in your pocket.
That's always a good thing.
Yes.
That's not bad coming up towards Christmas time.
That's right.
All right, our record so far is 3 captures. We're going to see if we can do 4 next week.
Let's do that.
We're going to see if we can do that.
And if you'd like more information on Crime Solvers, go to WBOC.com and click on our picture at the top of the page. Another thing we want to get off the streets, distracted drivers. But don't be mistaken, it's not just cell phones that can take eyes off the road. A new survey dives into what else can be a problem behind the wheel. And one of the main culprits is not technology. Wait till you hear next.
We're also going to learn about some driving tools that can put mom and dad's mind at ease when their teen is ready to hit the road. Delmarva Live. We'll be right back.